I am convinced that no issue is more pressing than education. It is the civil rights issue of our generation, and it is the one sure path to a more equal, fair, and just society.
Arne Duncan is a very unique individual because he wins praise from all sides of the political spectrum. Republicans say that, Lamar Alexander says that he is his favorite cabinet pick, and you have Democrats like George Miller saying this is the most exciting time for education in the federal government in the 35 years that he's been in Congress. So you really have a wide range of support for Arne Duncan, and it's because, in large part, he is seen as someone who's pragmatic, who's non-ideological, and non-political.
Secretary Duncan will use only one test when deciding what ideas to support with your precious tax dollars. It's not whether an idea is liberal or conservative, but whether it works.
Arne Duncan, prior to becoming Education Secretary, ran the Chicago school systems for 7.5 years. So the article I wrote focused on his personal history and his time in Chicago, and then looked forward to the challenges he faces as Education Secretary and some of the areas where he's hoping to have a big impact. Namely, he wants to raise standards across the country, raise academic standards, and make them more uniform. He wants to create a new generation of the best and the brightest in teaching. So he wants to provide incentives for people to enter teaching, retirees, new young people, and he also wants to pay teachers who perform well more, which is an issue that has run into trouble at times. President Obama and Arne Duncan are personally extremely close. They met over 2 decades ago. Arne Duncan was a friend of Craig Robinson, who's Michelle Obama's brother, since high school. So the two are very close. And also, President Obama watched what Arne Duncan has been doing in Chicago for the past 7.5 years or so, and really shaped much of his education policy agenda off of what he saw working and not working in Chicago. So Arne Duncan was also consulted on every single major education policy speech during the campaign. So the two are very closely aligned in terms of their visions for education.